you want to start selling something. You want to become a great salesperson. You're in the right place. I'm going to teach you the things that you should know before you start selling. So be sure to watch this video from the beginning to the end, because it's going to be full of important details for you to be successful in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and have a conversation. There's a lot of people who are selling how to be salespeople courses. Let me go ahead and say this. If you're taking a course on how to sell something and you're actually selling something, that's a workable solution. If you're taking a course on how to sell something and you have nothing to sell, you're not selling anything, that's not a workable solution. So before you actually start studying, reading books about sales, the things you need to do, you need to have a product or service that you're actually selling for these courses to be 100% more effective. Just get that out the way. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about sales. What is the most important thing about sales? And I'm going to explain something to you that's going to be shocking. All right, the most important aspect of sales is the audience. Yes, the audience. Who are you selling to, or who in the marketplace has a need for your product or service? Do you want to learn how to build a holding company, an operating company, and how to get massive lines of business credit? But more importantly, do you want to learn how to start, management, run, and organize an operating company where you can make money? This is one of the things that we have that's going on in the Corporate Citizen Playbook. And one of the things that you need to do is to go below and sign up for the phone call. What we do is we have a scheduled phone call before you can get into the Corporate Citizen Playbook to make sure that your thoughts and our thoughts match up before we get you into the program, which will constitute hands-on training. One of the things that's going to happen is I'm going to guide you personally through setting up your business, setting up your organization, and doing the things that you need to do to be successful. So go below, there's a little video for you to watch, then there's a questionnaire. Let me say this, do not go in and half fill out the questionnaire. If you half fill out the questionnaire, that will disqualify you from entering into the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where you can learn how to make 6 figures for the rest of your life. The link's below, check it out. I'm about to tell you a story that's going to be mind-blowing. I used to be a commercial office furniture salesman. I sold cubicles, I sold conference rooms, I sold the reception areas, I sold anything that you would see in a large office. Now, this is where audience becomes very, very important. How many people you know need office furniture on a larger scale? 15, 20, 30 offices. The number of people who are commercially shopping for office furniture, let's say you have a small office, you want to go ahead and get office furniture for everyone, you have 10 employees that would need office furniture. That is an extremely small part of the marketplace. And then when you get up into you need office furniture for 100 employees, that's really a small marketplace. Very, very small. But I was able, my highest income selling office furniture was $650,000. $650,000 selling a product that 99% of the people in America don't need. Think about that. Think about that. Because one of the things about understanding your audience and selling to your audience is you can make phenomenal money with a small targeted audience. Really, it could be mind blowing because first of all, you have this understanding of what you're selling, who you're selling to, and more importantly, you understand what your audience needs. I remember I was on the sales call and the lady was just going on, and I realized that these people didn't need my services. They thought they were in the marketplace for office furniture, but I was like, look, based on the things you told me, it doesn't seem like you need office furniture. It seems like you need to rent a place that has cubicles. Let me put you in contact with someone. I put her in contact with a real estate agent, and this real estate agent, within about 6 weeks, was able to find her exactly what she was looking for. I didn't make a sale. Once again, if you're an honest and ethical salesperson, you do not want to sell your product to someone who doesn't need it. That's not good for your reputation. That's not good for your business. And this is one of the things I've learned from practical experience. I was actually out there selling commercial office furniture in a very small market. And this created fantastic income for me. Because here's the thing, and this is one of the things you will see on the internet. You need a very broad, a very big audience. Actually, you do not. You don't need a very large audience to make really large money. No, you don't. What you need is an audience that needs your product or services. That's what you need. And that's why the audience is so important. Because once you know who your audience is, identify how you can serve your audience, and then have a product or service that serves your audience very well, you will put yourself on the path to becoming a multi-millionaire if you own your own business. If you're just a salesperson, you've put yourself on the path to a six-figure salary. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this. You know, you saw my video talking about the remote closers. And I'm going to explain to you why, as a remote closer, you will never make more money than the owner of a business. I was a commissioned salesperson for a company, and there was 10 of us. And I remember we had a celebration month because that was a month that collectively, all 10 of us, well, 11, because the owner participated in high-level sales, but the company did 3 million. Which means that 10 salespeople got 1.5 million divided by 10, which is 150,000 each, right? Some people got a little more, some people got less, but just to give you a general consensus. Guess how much money the owner of the business got? He got 1.5 million. Anyone that sets up a proper organization and has a sales force, there's no way that the salesmen are going to make more than the owner unless it's an extremely small operation. Let's say you own a business, you have one salesman, you're just getting it started. In that case, you might make more than the owner, but it's a real small business. But essentially, this is one of the things. If you're going to be a salesperson and you don't want the headaches and stress of running a business, your income is going to be limited. Just to be 100% honest with you. I remember 2020, which was my best year on record. I made most money I ever made in my life. And it was because I was an owner. If I had been an employee, I wouldn't have made that kind of money. Wouldn't have been even close. So with the audience, getting back to the core of this video, the audience is everything. There's a woman, I used to be friends with her. I don't even know where she is now. And she used to have a product that she sold for $1 million. $1 million product. And she usually sold 3 to 5 per year. Now, let's go ahead and talk about her situation. First of all, her audience was really, really small because 99% of the people in America could not afford $1 million product. So her audience was really small, it was really ticketed, it was really pinpointed, and she had to develop a relationship to sell this product. And once again, this woman sold a product that was $1 million, and she owned the company, and her cut out the $1 million was about $500,000. So if she sold 3, she made 1.5 million. If she sold 5, she made 2.5 million. And this woman was in business for a long, long time. So once again, it's about the audience. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the views. It's not about the traffic, because here on YouTube, if you have a really focused channel, this is what's happening at Personal Capital. Only thing we talk about here, how to start a business, how to put up an S Corp, business credit, personal finance. That's all we talk about. We don't talk about nothing else. And once again, I have already made myself very clear, because I'll tell you a little story. In this channel, I'm making this video in week 5. We're about to go to week 6. And someone came to the channel really early, and they were listening to the things I was saying. They left this comment: I really need your help badly. I want you to help me. Then he saw some more videos where I made the statement that I'm not going to get on the phone with you. I'm not going to send you emails. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not your buddy. And then he left a very nasty little comment: I see why people are not watching your channel. It's like, it's only 2 weeks old, dude. It's only 2 weeks old. And that's when he left this comment. Because one of the things I want to understand to you, because let me go ahead and be a little carefree. The majority of people who are watching this content will not be my customers. Number 1, you don't have the need. Number 2, you don't have the passion. Number 3, you don't really want to start a business. And if you don't want to start a business and have that passion and that need, it makes no sense for me to even try to sell you anything, because you're not my customer. You want to know who my customer is? My customer is a highly educated person who has income, good credit, and they want to start a business. They have the passion and the desire, and they're willing to pay to be schooled. Because let me go ahead and break it down to you. You go ahead and enroll in the Corporate Citizen Playbook. I can pretty much cut 7 to 10 years off of your learning curve. So literally, where you would get in 1 year would take you, of your own earnings and investigations, 7 to 10 years to learn on your own. I feel that is extremely valuable, because we set you up correctly, we get your business correctly, and this is going to be part of the how to be a salesperson, because I see so much stuff here online talking about how to be a salesperson. And I'm going to fundamentally say this: for you to take a course on how to be a salesperson and you don't have nothing to sell is really not going to help you. It's just not, because once again, you need to be in the field. You need to be selling. You need to be moving something for these lessons to resonate with you really well. And I'm speaking from personal experience. But once again, the most important aspect of what you're selling is the audience. It's who are you selling to? This, once again, Apple. Let's take Apple. Apple makes some extremely expensive computers, and they've been doing this for a long, long time. I have an Apple desktop in there, which I upgraded from an Apple Pro, because the app, because when I do the 4K videos, sometimes my computer will freeze. This sucker doesn't freeze. This computer was like $13,000. The monitor was $5,000. I think I spent close to $18,000 for this computer. And Apple's had expensive products like that for decades. Who is going to go out and buy an $18,000 computer? Not you. Not 99% of you. But Apple is a $1 trillion company, because they have a wide array of products. They have an iPhone, they have the iPad, and they have a lot of things that they put out. But more importantly, Apple is a brand, and they have their ecosystem. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to hit the bell notification button, because we'll be talking about this at some point in the future about building a brand. But once again, if you want to be a great salesperson, you must have a fundamental understanding of your audience. That's one of the most important things that you have to do, one of the most important things that you have to acknowledge, and one of the most important things that you need to have a firm understanding of. Who your audience is, what do they need, and can they afford your product? Because once again, I have a product that's really, really expensive, and it requires a phone call. And what I'm finding out, if I do 10 phone calls, I may sell 4. And I've had a lot of people who actually qualified, but they didn't have the money. Or I had a few people who had the money, but they didn't qualify. So once again, once you start to really understand your audience, focus on your customer, like take this thing with Amazon. Amazon has made it ridiculously easy to do business with them. Now, I don't know if this is still a point, but I remember at one point, if you bought an item, let's pretend this is an item, and you didn't like it, you could take this item, not boxed up, and take it to a UPS store, give them the barcode, and drop it off. And they would pack it up and send it back to Amazon. That is a relentless focus on the audience and customer. Amazon made it so easy, so simple to do business with them. And this is one of the things, and we'll be talking, be sure to subscribe because we're going to be talking about this, because this is one of the things that a lot of people don't discuss, getting into the finer points of your audience. Because I know from personal experience of selling a highly niche product that 99% of the country doesn't need. And I was able to make incredible money selling a very specialized product to a very narrow audience, extremely narrow. So once again, once you have an understanding of your audience, of your customer, you know who they are, you know how you can help them, your sales will go through the roof. Your sales will go through the roof, even if you are dealing with a very small audience, because you're focused on your audience, you're focused on your customer, you want the best returns for your customer. So once again, this is Personal Capital, where we talk about starting real businesses, making real money, and doing real things. So if you want to learn how to do this, go below, check out my information for the Corporate Citizen Playbook, where we teach you how to set up a holding company, we teach you how to set up an operating company, we teach you how to start your first company, we teach you how to get massive business credit, and a lot more. But more importantly, we teach you how to start your company and how to get sales. This is the things that we've got going on. So with that, that's all I got for you today. I will see you guys in the next one.